Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to the video. I hope your day is going great. Mine's been awesome so far, and we're talking about quad DPS today because it is rising in the meta ranks, guys. It seems like there is a possibility that there are some counters to the GOATS comps, and we've been seeing it a lot recently by the Korean teams and South American teams in contenders. Specifically by the Korean contenders team Stormquake. They've been running their Diva player on Soldier, their Zenyatta player on Tracer, and then their main two DPS players will kind of flex a little bit. We see Pharah, Genji, and Widowmaker a lot. Well, their main tank player plays Hammond, and then the main support is on Lucio. And this comp's just crazy. It's all over the place. You get a Widow to flank, you get the Tracer flanking, soldiers just running all around shooting stuff, Pharah in the skies. Also, sometimes the main support will play Mercy to stick with that Pharah. Sometimes it's Lucio, and just the Hammond does whatever the hell he wants to. It's an all over the place comp, and the idea of it is to surround GOATs and just attack them from all angles and eventually get picks on the supports. So instead of going on and explaining it, I feel it is best for you guys to watch it, so pay close attention to this VOD and how exactly Stormquake is playing this comp.
I would much rather have never seen.
Uh-oh, they're doing it, Achilles.
Oh, here we go. Phase
No, they're not.
No, okay, well. The patch is like, none of this nonsense.
I watched this VOD phase. I watched the VOD.
They're still doing it.
Well, are they doing it though? Because this comp needs to be killing consistently over and over and over again.
Now they're really doing it. They got the wrecking ball in the mix instead.
Okay.
That Orisa pile driver coming through. Magunga can get popped by Suljet. They still take away. Suljet comes up with a double kill. He's taken out by a fire strike, but Suljet has just been destroyed. Can we watch this man for a little bit here? Drop down shot in onto the Zarya, trying to angle it. Boom! It's the hit there on Innovation. The cart will start advancing. Welcome back, Quad DPS.
Put Mungangwa on the Genji. No recry to be seen here, unfortunately. Innovation is a great Widowmaker player, though, and actually has had more relevant results than recry, as much as recry is famous. Innovation may actually be the stronger hit scan at the moment. So they've got the responses here now. Imagine a world where we don't see GOATS anymore, but it's only DPS and there's no tanks, and then the community is like, why don't we see tanks? They need to buff the tanks.
Yeah. Oh, there will always be. I mean, you remember people used to complain about dive meta and all that jazz.
Yep.
There'll always be something to complain about. Proper, however, going to get taken down, overextending as he tries to get an assassination there onto Innovation. Cannot do so.
Well, this is really wonky. Faye's going to get caught out here in Big Earls. And now, suddenly, this attack starts to fall apart.
Well, Proper's just swapped over onto Zarya here. But okay, now he's going to be on the Genji. Pulse Bomb going to be coming through. Lastro trying to get a pop here onto Hoon, but the Mega Pack will come through. And it saves the Max Light.
Could someone pick Hoon up for Overwatch League, then, guys?
Attack, Visor, but FaZe has to go running for the hills. Wraps around to the other side. Gets a little bit of damage there on a Modern. Those Rockets not going to find a connection. Going to be spraying away. Adaptive shield here for Z-Back Monster, dropped in the minefield, and Magunga, gonna get caught out by that one. Back coming up with another one as Innovation taken down. Modern now gonna be eliminated. 3 people gone from the side of Meta Athena.
I know we almost never see Genjis interact with Wrecking Ball in professional play, but minefield is really good against Genji. You can't do a whole lot when those are out there.
Especially if you dash through, you just caught. Pulse Bomb in. Does not quite find that stick, but still is able to follow up with the kill onto Apache. The Healer's Rock is taking out the Baby Diva. Hoon does manage to pick off Z-Back Monster. Turns to be halted 0.98 meters away. Nice kill here from Lastro, showing off the Tracer, dashing around. Messing with Innovation, distracting him as Amy comes in to scoop up that final kill, and the cart will advance. 3:40 on the clock for the Streets phase.
Yeah, I mean, look, Stormquake, they are doing it again. They're making this work. Meta Athena, when they don't have line of sight advantage, it's weird to talk about that again. That was the whole thing we talked about in Season 2.
Did not see it.
Look at this. They just have control, vision control of where Innovation is. So Sullivan can do so much more, and they can even afford to harass him with a Tracer because they're able to track him. Now that he's in the safe spot, guess what he can't do? Shoot people in the head. He's trying to 1v1 a Tracer right now, which means he's fundamentally not doing his job as a Widow.
Surgeon, I think he's actually getting jumped on by Modern at the moment, which is even worse, even scarier. Okay, those result in Z-Back going down, which means that they can push up and try to grab control of the cart. So, in the end, got them what they wanted. Was not flashy. Didn't look that great.
This is the moment where Sogan needs to really hunker down and get into line of sight advantage If he can deny this Dragon Blade from being big, then there's absolutely a world where, well, he's going to switch to the Sombra. There's absolutely a world in which they can stabilize here.
Sound barrier is going to be opened up, so Prompt can just wait for that to expire before he draws out the blade. Rock gets up to the top. Nope, goes ahead, finds the kill on Innovation. He's going to be rejoining. Amy scoops up a kill here onto Nate. It's really just going to be dash resets coming through as he gets rid of Apache on that back end. A couple more members here pushed up to the cart. Going low, taken out. Sultan finds a double kill.
All right, Reddit, are you watching this? Do you really want this meta? Do you really want this? Is this what you really want?
I'm all right with it.
I'm okay with it.
It would have been better for Magungwa with his Dragon Blade. He's going to get another attempt at it, but I think that he just forgot that he was actually subbed for Recry rather than Arhawk.
Yeah.
So he just wanted to pay some homage, but give another chance here. We'll try to have a cleaner.
Ooh, that was a
Dragon Blade
close one.
Ooh, gets a bit of damage in, but cannot get that finish onto Apache. Takes him low, but he's still a couple % away from dying. Now going to have that Nano Boost online, throws it down. Not sure who it's been invested on. It's going to be on Innovation, looking for the Electric Cowboy, but no Deadeye ready to go. Should rather single kill coming through, plus the supercharger here from Moon with this self-destruct name going to get taken down. Last row as well. Innovation pushing forward, finds that headshot in onto FaZe. So stabilized again is Meta Athena.
Look at the swaps though.
Oh,
Look gonna play meta heroes. Watch out.
Oh,
FaZe
okay,
is
no,
not.
FaZe is up.
Okay, yeah, he is. FaZe is gonna play a meta hero. The EMP, unfortunately, though, isn't really going to be good with any of this in a straight-up fight because Meta Athena can just kind of walk away when there's no ult pairing. He's scouted, too. He needs to translocate away.
That's going to be the EMP down. Innovation pop off the bat of the fight. Magungwa, however, comes back in. Double kill. Both supports going to be eliminated. 40 HP remaining. So Jen will be able to find that kill, but can they get the cart advancing? Z-Bag taking so low. No supports alive, just now respawning. He's pushing over, pops out Hoon, has some reinforcements arriving as Proper gets here.
I don't
will
think they
keep
can
pushing
touch it.
in.
Can they? I don't think they can.
Amy had respawned, but it looks like, or rather named had respawned.
This is a little bit odd.
So as you guys can see, this entire attack was just all over the place. Stormquake flanking left and right. They forced Meta Athena to play their style of comp, and they swapped over to DPS dive as well. And I feel like on this map, it's almost impossible to run goats against that quad DPS because it's so spread out, it's so open, there's so many angles for these heroes to flank. And I don't think it's just Route 66. Even though the next VOD I'm going to show you guys is also on this map, I feel like a lot of the hybrids and payloads this could work on. We have Gibraltar, Dorado, Hollywood, Numbani. They're all big, wide open maps with a ton of flanking routes. I can see these comps starting to be ran on those to counter goats. And it wasn't long after we saw Stormquake play this quad DPS comp that we saw another team in South America try to copy it on Route 66. Let's go ahead and roll that VOD because this one's real interesting. It was the defense who started it off.
That I've been hoping for, but look, we have quadruple DPS on this defense coming from LFT. They are the first to break from our goats composition festivities this entire time with Olay on the Soldier 76, typically a support player. So now Pizza Lover will be helping out Mirrors on the pharmacy. This is definitely going to be a shock to Upgaming, who now have the potential to switch off of their own goats composition.
And I'm wondering if they're going to look to try and force them off the comp and change back. There's a lot of different dynamics they can play with this, but right now, again, there is just so much damage being rained overhead with that Pharah play. The boop to get some displacement, forcing them away, as they're now going to unfortunately get Fasty all alone in the back on that Orisa play. Now started to gain the opportunity with the Kingmykl, though, onto AGM, so they're not just out of the fight yet. No snowball just yet, as this quad DPS is still going to try and work in their favor. There's a double kill with the rocket barrage overhead by Marisa, and that's going to be a nice reser coming out as well, getting Pharah back in play.
This is actually working. This is really exciting to watch Aegon being able to build up this Dragon Strike very quickly. Route 66 has a lot of very narrow pathways, which can lead to devastating Dragon strikes, especially if Fasty is able to get that pull, that halt ability in it at the same time as we did see in that Overwatch League Grand Finals from London Spitfires. So right now with Leviathan giving all of this extra information with infrared sight, we do see some switches on the side of Upgaming with Tishazine on the Hammond.
Dragon Strike coming through the center, seeing if they can get some opportunity for an early damage or a pick even. But again, you're going to see the rain of damage. Rockets overhead completely shutting down with Olay getting the D-Mech and a follow-up here onto Tiago. Great job by this quad DPS. And Up Gaming, I don't think really knows how to handle this at the moment.
No, right now they're going to fight fire with fire as TH7 is switching over to a Widowmaker of his own. And ooh, Echika is going to be on the Genji. He's a very capable Doomfist, as I've said, but his Genji is something to be reckoned with. Right now, Aegon's going to have to be a bit more careful with those Dragon Strikes.
Tactical buys are going to come down in the back line, coming out by Olay, seeing if they can get an early pick here to maybe get the numbers advantage, but having a difficult time just unloading a lot of damage into these tanks. No early pick, seeing if they can get the follow-up. Going to come up short, though, is Pile Drive is going to get a lot of options here for this team by Up Gaming. A great follow-up here. Ejicus getting the kill, as now it will be TH7 with a nice snipe onto that Pharah play, going to go even further as Leviathan getting some shots back and forth between these Widow plays. And you know, this is that unorthodox play and something a little bit different that we've all been waiting for outside of this GOATS meta.
Yes, TH7 has been outstanding on the Widowmaker so far, being able to take out Pizza Lover.
So there it was. We saw the defense here try to run that quad DPS, and they had pretty good success with it. They held about 3-4 times, but then the attacking team, they swapped over to their own DPS type of comp, and they eventually took the point. And both teams did end up swapping back to GOATS, but the point here is that this comp can be ran against GOATS, and it works on these big open spaces. And like I said earlier, on those other payloads and hybrids, I can see this comp thrive against GOATS. It is a little unfortunate because the map pool right now for most contenders regions is the same, and Route 66 is the only big open map. There is some Nubani play, but we don't see no Gibraltar, which is sad. That's one of the best ones we could see this type of comp on. And of course, when Overwatch League starts up, I'm sure there's going to be a ton of innovation coming out from the teams. We will definitely see some quad DPS. We'll definitely try to see teams just get out of that GOATS meta, because I'm sure some of them aren't going to be that good at it and enjoy playing it. I really wanted to make this video though and show you guys that quad DPS is possible. You don't have to run GOATS every single game. We might be moving into a new meta, especially with some nerfs coming in to some of the pieces of GOATS. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like on it and subscribe for more daily content. That is going to be it for me though, guys. Peace.